What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Willie Does Wrestling, back at it again with a brand new video. And I know I'm a little late talking about this topic. Things have been way too busy for me in terms of my personal life and everything like that. But obviously, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I already gave my 2 cents about this situation. But I wanted to get a little more in depth on this situation regarding Ricky Starks and his absence from AEW. Obviously, I have made a few videos about Ricky Starks and how long he's been gone from AEW and his sudden, you know, absence from TV. And he's been completely cleared and everything like that. But for some reason, Ricky Starks has not been in AEW. Now there's a lot more speculation as to potentially why, because recently Ricky Starks went on Chris Van Vliet's podcast and Chris asked him what's going on. He asked what everybody has been wondering for the past little while. What's going on between you and AEW? Are you under contract? Everything going on. Sean Ross Sapp recently reported that Ricky Starks' contract is expiring somewhere in the spring or summer of 2025. So Ricky Starks still has a long way to go in his contract. But Chris Van Vliet said to Ricky Starks, what's going on with your AEW absence? Ricky Starks said his piece, which we'll react to in the beginning of this video. And then we're going to go on what really the backlash really came from all of this. So I got the clip here, Chris Van Vliet's show. Ricky Starks on his AEW absence. We're going to watch this in full and give our thoughts in between, and then we will talk about really what happened in this situation regarding one Ricky Starks.
Where are things at now? We haven't seen you in AEW since March. Oh, there's another sip.
Yeah, no. March was my last match. I've been home. I've been healthy. Never was injured. I did have a stinger. I got a stinger in that match against Top Flight in March. And I got immediately checked out and everything was fine. But I was just, concerned at the time. And so that happened. And then I was just home. And that's kind of, where it's been at. I've just been home. And it's a mind fuck because, I'm in my prime. And it sucks when you're on such a momentum, riding the wave and doing work and doing stuff, and then to just be at home for so long, you're kind of like, whoa. It throws it off,
You don't.
Yeah, that's the thing with this is really what everyone's been saying. Ricky Starks is in the prime of his career, and he had such a shift of momentum, much to his point, when Ricky Starks was getting prominently featured on AEW television. He had that tag team title run with Big Bill that really went nowhere after he lost the belts. After they lost the belts, I should really say. And then Ricky Starks has been gone, and Ricky Starks basically confirmed he was really never injured. So everyone's saying, oh, it's because he's injured. Oh, it's because of this. It's because of that. No, that is not the case. He's just been home. And yes, someone who's still fit and someone who's a very talented wrestler in your company should not be sitting at home. And it's really a shame when it comes to Ricky Starks. And you could really see on his face throughout, like, when he said that piece and really when he was sipping the coffee in the beginning of the clip, you could tell this is bothering him. Like, a lot of people are saying Ricky Starks wants out of AEW, and I'm one of those people who genuinely thinks he is not happy. Obviously, he will explain later on in this clip, why he thinks that he's gone from AEW, but, we'll talk about that when that section of the interview comes in. I don't know if it's on this clip or maybe I have to go on a different one, but either way.
Want to be at home?
No, I'm not. I am not meant to be at home. I'm not meant to be a homebody. In this current phase in my life, I'm not meant to be just chilling at home and doing not the thing that I've been busting my ass to do for the past 13 years.
So are you still under contract with AEW?
Yeah.
But you're just not being used? But you'd like to be used. You want to wrestle.
Like, you could just look how he's so scared to say something. Like, it's like, are you still under contract with AEW? Mm-hmm. You want to wrestle? Mm-hmm. You don't want to be at home? Mm-mm. Like, you could tell he is frustrated. He is really frustrated, as he has a right to be. Sure, you're getting paid to sit at home, but it's like, you're a fucking wrestler. And Ricky Starks recently had dates with like GCW, and he made appearances in indie promotions. Again, we're going to get to that later, but you'll see later that because of this, a few of his dates have been cut.
What's going on?
Beats me. I could have 1,000 theories about what's really going on. The fact of the matter is that if I don't have a definitive answer, I can't just make up an answer for people and just assume. You know what I'm saying? Would I love to know the exact reason? For sure. Do I have speculations about why? Absolutely. But that does nothing to speak on things that I speculate, does nothing for the situation, right? So I think it's just a matter of, it sucks. It's been a very cold day here in Austin. It's been a very cold day. It may have been cold for the past 9 months. I'm not sure. But thankfully, I have a sweater, and I'm always ready to keep the warmth going, you know?
Yeah, well, oh, there it is.
I guess people saw, it was so weird, that backstage footage leaked of you visiting Cody at the Royal Rumble last year, right?
Yes. You know what's funny about that? You know what's so funny about that whole situation? First off, yes, I did go see a friend of mine for his match, obviously, because it was an hour away. Secondly, they caught me walking to the bus, right? So, like, okay. Third off, somebody who worked at Alamo decided to take a video and take that screenshot and then post it.
Yeah.
So I remember the next day, Sunday, I woke up and like this whole thing was blowing up, and I was just like, what is this? I had people from my job being like, I had one guy, he was just like, were you at the Rumble last night? I said, yeah, and what the fuck about it? What about it? He goes, just saying that's a bad look, you know? I said, how is it a bad look? I can't control somebody taking a security footage while I'm walking to a bus. I don't.
Yeah, so that was really the clip that really went viral, or the section of that interview where Ricky Starks was talking about visiting Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, something about that. And apparently, allegedly, someone from AEW went up to Ricky Starks and said, were you there? And Ricky Starks was like, yeah, so what? Oh, that's a bad look. Meanwhile, do you guys remember when Mercedes Moné was like in New Japan and a couple of her AEW dates and all that, and there'd be people like Bailey and Naomi and people like that going over and watching Mercedes do that? So it's okay for WWE wrestlers to go and watch AEW wrestlers go and go and support their friends. But when it comes to an AEW wrestler going to support a former AEW wrestler, now a WWE wrestler, wrestle a match, it's apparently a bad thing. I find that to be insanely hypocritical. Wrestlers just can't be friends, I guess, because some stupid fucking dumb comparison, imaginary war trying to relive 2001 is going on, and it's just absolutely stupid. And that is my theory as to why Ricky Starks is absent is because really ever since that footage leaked of Ricky Starks being with Cody Rhodes, everybody has just been absolutely pissed off, and Ricky Starks has been absent from AEW television. Like, I think that's absolutely stupid, and that shouldn't be a reason for somebody to be still signed but absent from AEW television, especially someone as talented as Ricky Starks. He went to support his friend. People are acting like, oh, he made an appearance on camera. It's almost as if Ricky Starks was in the match itself. No, he wasn't. People wouldn't have known that Ricky Starks was even at the Royal Rumble if that security footage didn't leak. I think that's very unprofessional on that fucking security guard too, and he should be fired. So anyway, after this interview really aired, Ricky Starks was originally scheduled to perform at GCW. He was apparently going to have a match with Matt Cardona. GCW made this statement: "We have just been informed that Ricky Starks has been pulled from all upcoming GCW appearances, including his announced match on December 14th in Los Angeles, his unannounced match on December 28th in Seattle, and his unannounced match on January 19th at the Hammerstein Ballroom." Yeah, he was supposed to face Matt Cardona on December 14th at GCW Highest in the Room 3, and then apparently an unannounced appearance where Ricky Starks was going to wrestle on the card, which is absolutely stupid. A hashtag has been going around as well with free Ricky Starks, because, well, Ricky Starks should not be in AEW if they're not going to use him, which I think is absolutely stupid. I don't know why my tweet about this was deleted, but you can't out-asshole me. So again, this is the true reason Ricky Starks has been pulled from GCW. Prove me wrong. All of a sudden, this drops on the Chris Van Vliet show and he gets pulled. Free Ricky Starks, and I'm going to keep posting this. I think it's the same clip.
To a bus? I don't control that. Like, how is that? Tell me how that is a bad look. We got people on our own program talking about other people at the other company, but yet me having my security footage exposed is a bad look. Give me a break.
Yeah, so I didn't even touch on that. Ricky Starks also said, "We have people from our company talking about people from, WWE, but yet me getting my security footage leaked on a tour bus is a bad look," which I believe Ricky Starks has the right to call whoever it was. People have been speculating Tony Khan himself. People are suspecting Jon Moxley, someone like that. It doesn't matter who it is. Ricky Starks has a point. Remember that era where every single fucking promo, people from AEW were either referencing WWE, talking shit about WWE, even name dropping people, but yet Ricky Starks supporting his friend, someone who used to be an EVP for your company, is a bad look. I think that's stupid. If that was me and my employer was doing that, I'd be doing the same goddamn thing. I'd be saying the same thing. Sure, would it get me fired? Yeah, because some people are man-childs. Some people don't like when authority gets called into question, but that's hypocritical. It's insanely hypocritical. Yeah, and then, much to this guy's point, yeah, this drops on the Chris Van Vliet show and he gets pulled? What, he's not allowed to wrestle on GCW? Like, this is insane, dog. Ricky Starks trying to climb out of AEW prison. Free Ricky Starks. He deserves to be at GCW and any other promotion he wants. But Stat Boy Tony wanted to act like a child and throw a temper tantrum for what? Good job, Tony. Now we know why everyone else jumped to the Fed. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Like, this is the reason why I think Ricky Starks is not on AEW. Christian Miracle, one of my favorite YouTubers, said, "Free Ricky Starks. Tony Khan refused to grant his release, no plans on using him, extended his contract, pulls him from appearances, and still doesn't use him. If the bastard's got nothing for him, then why deny his release and keep him sitting around doing nothing?" I will tell you exactly why they extended his contract and refused to grant his release. It's because they know that the second that they do, Ricky Starks, and I'm gonna play full Wrestle Talk and What Culture and all those clickbait YouTubers, but it's true. If Ricky Starks left AEW tomorrow, he would instantly go to the WWE. And Tony Khan doesn't want that. You want to know what an easy solution for that would be, Mr. Lord and Savior Tony Khan? Use him. Use him. Why aren't you using him? Why keep him there, basically holding him hostage, if you're not going to do anything with him? You got 3 shows. A combined 5 hours of television. You can't find anything for Ricky Starks? Anything at all? You know, you want to talk about Ricky Starks being at the Royal Rumble being a bad look. You keeping a wrestler hostage in his contract is a bad look. All because you're scared of one of your most talented guys in your roster getting put in another company in the WWE. Tony Khan is so obsessed. So obsessed. And I absolutely hate it. Tony Khan, honestly, has got to be one of the worst promoters in history. I get it. Everyone loves Tony Khan. I get it. Everyone wants to act like Tony Khan is God's gift to wrestling fans. I've even seen, ever since this dropped, people being like, "Leave Tony Khan alone, man. Ricky Starks, remember that time when Ricky Starks embarrassed Adam Copeland on a promo and pissed Adam Copeland off so much? Ricky Starks shouldn't have even mentioned the situation. He should have just sat his ass at home and said nothing." No, motherfucker. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. Ricky Starks needs to leave AEW. He needs to leave, but he can't. I don't know what to make of this situation, man. I don't know what to make of this situation besides free Ricky Starks. I am so pissed, man. So goddamn pissed. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to have to conclude my thoughts on the Ricky Starks situation. What are your thoughts on this? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd very much love to see what you all have to say. Be sure to check out Bringing It to the Ring in about an hour, where we predict Survivor Series War Games, as well as give our thoughts on the WWE Women's Mid-Card Championships and who we think should win them. Be sure to subscribe to Bringing It to the Ring podcast. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your boy, Willie Does Wrestling. I will see you in the next video. Be good people and peace. Later.